Welcome back, everyone, to the TMI FYI podcast. I am Nat.
And I am Claude.
And Claude.
I'm actually Claudia, just in case.
Well,
I mean, my mom did not name me Claude, just saying.
well, my mom didn't name me Nat.
But it sounds a lot better than Claude. It's like,
Does it? No, Claude now is very in vogue because of AI. So
I was the original Claude.
yes, the
There we
OG.
go. All right.
OG Claude, you are in school spirit today.
Listen,
Look at you.
We are doing it for the dads today, although this is for La Patria. This is Go Colombia. FIFA starts in 3 days. Very excited in this house.
Yes,
We've got our
as mine too.
We have our banner up, our schedule, we have our sticker book that we've been trading and obsessed with getting
The
stickers.
Panini stickers.
The Panini stickers. So we are getting there. We're waiting for our jerseys to arrive. I got the away jersey coming.
Oh, the blue one. Mm-hmm. Yes. Do you have a Team USA jersey?
I do not. I did. And
then you said, fuck this.
No, yeah. I mean, we have flags and stuff. And I am Team U. We've gone down the rabbit hole of watching all the documentaries that have been out on all the soccer players.
How fun.
All the team. Yeah, it's wonderful. It's great to get to know it before so that we...
yes, and you're more invested in it. Yeah, it becomes more exciting. I actually tried on a Team USA jersey yesterday because I think I lost my Columbia one, but I don't love it. I don't love the design. I want to love it, but I don't. I mean, I'll still get it. I'll still wear it because, See,
I really love the color of the away one. And I'm like, I already have, why do I need a new one of this? I wear once or twice every 2 years. So,
and why do they need to change them every time? They keep us buying stuff, you know?
Well,
I know that's exactly why.
The sticker thing is a thing. That does not even go there.
Oh my gosh, my kids and my husband are obsessed.
We've been also, so I can't even... But it's fun,
It
you
is
know,
fun.
and it's brings everybody together. And my daughter and her boyfriend come over, and they buy a sticker pack, and we lay them all out, and everyone's like, okay, and it's
nice.
It's a good time.
It's wholesome fun.
Yeah. So
I'm actually getting ready to go to the World Cup in
someone is going
Mexico City.
Oh my God,
I am very excited.
You're not okay. So that's going to be an experience.
It is
because I thought, what if we go here, and then I couldn't not go with. I mean, Brandon, I don't want to not, they're just as
fuck them kids.
No, I know, but we've been to a World Series and we've been to NBA Finals, but I've never been to a Super Bowl, which at this point I'm not sure I would want to.
Who can even afford to?
Not even that, just it gets a little bit out of hand. The drunken stupid. I can't.
I mean, my husband says that I only talk about how much things cost, but those tickets are outrageous.
I know.
They're like $20,000.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Who could go?
No, and even if I just don't know if I want to deal with the whole, you just get,
and
you have a big screen and
you don't always care about the teams either.
Right.
It's like,
you just want to be in front of your TV and cozy and I want to get up and pee when I want to pee and eat when I eat and
100%.
So it has to be an event. So a World Cup would be great, but did you know that the Colombia-Portugal game is one of the number one ticket?
Yes, it is.
It's ridiculous.
So that game is being played in Miami, and so we have looked every now and again. We're like, let's see what's available, and the tickets are there's very few of them available, and the ones that are the cheapest ones were like $6,000 or $7,000.
Yeah, no.
There was one set of tickets that was like $30,000.
Probably nosebleeds also. People were like,
I mean, I don't even know where it was, but I was like, who's anyway.
That's why.
So we had to, it's cheaper for us to fly to Mexico City
for 10 days
and have a full vacation and watch Colombia play from there than it is to watch them in my own hometown, which tells you awesome. Something. But it's going to be super fun.
Yes, it is. How exciting.
And just to bring us down on a downer note, do you have a bunch list?
You know what?
You do?
I do. And I remembered. It's not even written. But it happened twice this week. And I go, I need to remember this. Actually, my friend Anna, who's my bestie and loyal watcher. I think she's
our super fan.
She's our super fan. She gets a badge.
Yeah. Guys, you got to fight her for the badge or what?
She's, I think, the first watcher every week. And she always writes and she goes, oh my God, I laughed so much. Or, oh, I loved it. And the other day it happened to us. And it happened again. And she goes, bun twist, remember it for your proximity. You're always looking for one. I said, you know what? You're right.
God bless. Doing the Lord's work, Anna.
Yes, Anna. So, and I know this has to happen to so many people. When you get out of your car and you walk around to go open the passengers and you think it's unlocked because you unlocked this and you walk and you go to open and it's not locked and you have to come back around and unlock. It takes everything in me not to break the glass.
Life is hard.
I know, right? First world problems. But that's annoying as shit. And especially when you're in a hurry to go and you're fuck, and you got to go back. One would say, well, if you know that might happen, press it before you go around. But no, it should automatically be unlocked.
Now, yours doesn't have like a finger sensor. Like as long as you have your key near you, it'll open it.
On the driver's side.
But no, it doesn't have it on the other side?
It does, but this is when I'm already in the car and I have to get out to come around. Like, let's say you get home and you're loaded with groceries. I don't know. And you have to come around to get the ones either in the back seat. And it doesn't.
Yeah. No,
because the key is inside. So now it's not going to.
Yeah. I've been there.
I'm
sorry.
God, that drives me. It really
drives me crazy.
It's exactly. She is in sing mode today, folks. You haven't heard. Well, you don't at least even it's know. A happy song.
It's true. I've been singing.
For this, it's slit vein songs. Landslide, which is beautiful, but
trigger
please
warning.
Stop
trigger
it.
warning
Yeah.
on that. All right. Well, that is very annoying. I'm with you. You know what else is annoying? Speaking of car things like that, when you have your purse in the front seat and then you
slam
brake,
on your brake
and then everything falls out, and then it's like your phone, your makeup.
You should be allowed to chase that person down and ram them. You really should. That is awful. However, someone who got pissed off enough at this invented this thing that I now have.
Does it go? Is it the thing that hooks around the top?
It hooks around the little bar and the headrest. I have an extra one if you'd like, and I gave them to everybody. And yes, you hang your purse or whatever. Now sometimes you have a file. You know,
sure,
you
whatever.
Do what other stuff that isn't going to hang, but at least your purse can stay.
I saw an ad for that. And at first, when the ad first started running, I was like, what fresh shit are they creating now? And then when I saw it, I was like, wait, I need that.
Just like the little thing that you put between the seat and the middle console, that hell hole, that shit falls in there and you can never get it out.
Yes,
and you have to stop and get down behind the back seat and come fish it out. They have a little thing that's now like a guard for there so that things don't. People and mother of invention, boy.
The ingenuity of the human race is really remarkable.
I have that little thing hanging from the headrest, and my friend Anna was in the car, and she doesn't feel it, so it doesn't even bother the person. Wow. So be good to me. You might get one before you go. Gift will purchase.
Okay. I'll try to earn my reward.
Yeah. Boga.
Well, I have.
Do you have a bunch of?
I have a bunch of it, but it's not like annoying. It's more just like sad.
Oh,
actually.
What is it? Laughing. This is who I deal with. This is
I'm in a mood today.
Yeah, she has a heart of stone, but the way she wants people to cry and she
No. I said I don't have a heart of stone. That's the problem. I feel things deeply. So, okay. Most people know I have 2 sons. My oldest one is 10 years old. He loves me tremendously. He's like my number one pal. Today was his first day of soccer camp, and I was going to drop him off. And so I like parked the car and I'm like, all right, I'm going to walk in with you. And he was like, no, mommy, no. Oh. And I was like, what? And he was like,
you've reached it.
Yeah. And he was like, no, that's so embarrassing. And I was like, oh, what? They're going to know you have parents? Like, what the hell? So I was like, yeah, I'm going in. Cause mind you,
it's day one. So you have to like get the run.
Yeah, I want to see who's there. Do I need to sign him in?
He has a mother.
Like, yeah, I mean, he's 10. He's not like 24. So
that would be weird at soccer camp.
Yeah. That'd be another discussion.
Yeah, that'd be on the news. His mom dropped him off.
Yeah, but
he's not even registered.
In any event, I was really, and then he called me. What did he say? Because I said something like that, like, "Oh, they're going to be. What are they going to find out? You have a mom?" He's like, "A cringy mom."
Yeah, the separation's going to start. Like, does he get
so
like
sad.
like sweaty BO yet? Like where he does?
God, yes.
Oh, really?
He stinks.
10? Yeah. Okay.
He stinks.
Yeah, they go through that. Even girls do. But,
I know.
I mean, never really. But she like didn't mind being sweaty.
Well,
something just happened off camera. Sorry. Is she okay? Did she scare you? Sorry. Oh, you scared her? Oh, okay. Our Sally girl is asleep on her bed, and Anna was petting her, and she jumped, but it looked like she nipped her. I was afraid.
No, she's good. Anyway, it made me sad because it made me realize we're there, right? Like, and this is developmentally very normal. It broke my heart.
Is the rigmarole going to stop?
In fact, this morning he was like, we have to rigmarole today because it's my first day at camp.
Oh, okay.
And yesterday we were at the mall and he was holding my hand, which, well, you know.
But because his friends aren't around and he doesn't have to show up somewhere new and like not be cool.
I'm just saying we've reached that stage where it's coming, and it just made me really sad.
It's funny because with a girl, even though I know that there are some girls that probably get to a point like, "Ooh, mom, no," but mine never did. So I cherish that.
Yeah, well,
Neither of them did. Neither of them were like, "No." It's the opposite. I would like go take her to practice, and you're gonna stay, right?
oh, see,
Yeah.
that's nice.
Yeah,
Well,
it is.
can't relate. Anyway, guys, today is going to be a fun episode because we are honoring the
Fun and
baby.
informative.
Fun and informative. A peek into the male brain. We are giving a bone to our baby daddies, and we are celebrating Father's Day. We put a little survey together, and
Yes.
then we reached out to some of the dads in our lives, and we asked them to answer these questions so that we can really dig into their minds. Like, what are you thinking when it comes to parenthood, when it comes to Father's Day? Because Mother's Day is such a big deal for us, right?
And what have you learned?
What have you learned? What's this journey taught you? And we got some interesting
and we have
responses.
we have a variety of age groups.
Yeah, I would
Right?
say there's
Oh,
there's an
we
age
have
range.
one that's older, my gen.
Well, we
and
have
then
60s, 50s, and 40s.
Okay.
So we've
All right.
covered the no 30s. 30s? Anyone in their 30s?
No, but early 40s, and I think
Yeah.
I didn't get a chance to reach to the 30s, but I have a couple. Some just became a dad like 4 days ago. Some in my
Oh,
family, yeah,
shit.
it's crazy, and then some are 5 months in. So I'm not sure if they're past, like into like reflective mode where they can now
Right.
start.
No, they're
digging. It's still in it, in the thick of it.
Survival mode is where they at. Okay.
So,
So let's go through it.
by the way, in case you can't.
Oh, I'm
see
sorry.
my
We have
cute-
to talk about
please.
her Michael Johnson shoes.
Whatever. They are freaking cute.
Hopefully you're watching so you can.
I know. They're very loud and
They-
reflective.
Yeah.
And I love them. And I wear them only during soccer, or during the World Cup things, and
If
during
you're
the
not
Copa
watching,
America.
they are gold Nikes.
Yeah.
So
Shiny.
shiny gold. Shine bright like a diamond.
That's right. Here we go. All day, people. But at least they're happy. I'll take all the happy songs. Do
I
not
could
go.
do this all day. I have
I
a
know.
song for everything.
Okay.
Okay, so one of the questions that we asked our dads was, what was one thing about becoming a dad that nobody warned them about? And I got like some answers that were kind of like funny.
Generic?
And
Oh, okay.
well, one person said how often I have to stand up, which I have to say
Okay, but
is right
let's
on.
reference. How old? I'm like, do we know?
So I'm trying to keep it anonymous,
Okay.
but
Well, like how old are they or how many
50s.
kids? Okay.
50s, 2 kids.
Okay.
How often I'd have to stand up, I thought was actually a great answer because I was like, you know what? You're absolutely right. There's a lot of standing up.
Yeah.
Get up,
that's
get
funny.
this, do that.
Can you bring me?
Can you bring me?
My daughter used to do that. Well, it's not about us. But she used to text from the room. Can you bring me a Coke? Can you bring? I'm like, after the fourth one, I'm like, girl, your legs are not broken. Get.
Yeah, but when they're little,
Yeah.
especially,
Yeah.
you do have to do all that stuff. You have to get up a lot.
Yeah.
It's really annoying.
It should. See, I my survey answerers gave a little bit more emotional thought on that
Well,
one.
yeah. I mean,
You need all points.
but this is true. And the other one, another one I got was about yelling. This person, he's 40s, 2 kids, said, I don't remember getting a lot of warnings outside of the typical stuff like get ready to lose sleep. But the one thing that I keep coming back to that absolutely never came up is how much I yell now. I've never been a yeller. I hate yelling. And now I find myself yelling all the time.
That's great. That's absolutely true. Like
So
no one-
true.
So my 40 something, he's got a 1.5-year-old. Okay. And I've known him throughout while his wife got pregnant. He's a trainer at my gym, so he's there every day that I go, and we talk. And he was preparing, and we would always all give the same advice: you're going to lose sleep,
Yeah.
And then I would always give give it a sec. You might not bond right away,
Right.
But so now the baby's a year and a half, and what he wrote was, what no one warned him about is how much you miss your wife and all the little things you did together before parenthood. So they're in that adjustment phase. It's not the newborn where you guys are a
Yeah.
team and whatever. Now it's kind of like he says, I do miss, even though it's changed now, we're doing other things and whatever, but those things that you just were carefree about, the little things you used to, whatever time, go shopping or go, the schedule. And
Right.
It's different at that point.
It is very different. You're not like carefree, young, in love.
Yeah.
Like,
And the other gentleman, in his 60s, early 60s, said along the same lines. He says, everyone talks about, fatherhood or the baby, or you're going to lose sleep, or it's the same things that everybody says, but no one ever, even amongst just the guys or whatever, talked about how to maintain the relationship with your wife, to remind you that you're still husband and wife, not just mom and dad.
Right.
That everybody talks about your responsibilities as mom and dad now, but no one says, hey, once the newborn phase and once you guys settle into a rhythm, you have to remember that you're a couple. You have to make an effort or make some time to keep that bond separate from the parenting part.
I totally agree. You know what would help, guys? If you pitched in a little more with the parenting part.
I think they don't know.
It would just free up more time for that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's hard to build that in.
Of course. But then, and I think for women, it also probably becomes hard because you want to tell them, do this, do that. And then they kind of feel like, okay, well, I thought I was doing everything. And why can't we just go to the movies?
I mean,
I just want to go out with you and have a drink and
me too. But there's like schedules and stuff to, baby food to be made and
I think I've heard this before. Guys don't really I'm sure there's dad podcasts and stuff and parenting. I've heard a couple of them and they're pretty funny. And that's true. There's not a lot of girls talk to each other all the time. We have our support groups and our friends and mom and me classes and all. And so you're able to talk about all that. But I think the relationship part, I don't think guys are really prepared for the shift.
Oh, and I don't think they would even talk to each other about that. I don't know, guys. You can do a follow-up part too. Yeah. But like, who are you talking to about this?
But they golf. They do shit with other guys.
Yeah.
But
they don't talk about their feelings, do they?
No, they probably don't. But they should, because probably all of them are going through it if they like their wives.
That's why they're so emotionally stunted, because they're not talking to each other.
Y'all need to talk and warn the youngers and the people. That's the important. So my two people miss hanging out with their wives, like the adjustment. Okay. They miss that part.
Mine don't.
Keeping her busy.
All
with
right.
The baby.
All right. So, let's see. Okay. Next question.
Hi, beautiful boy.
What is the hardest part of fatherhood that people don't talk about enough? So I got one guy who says, the feeling that someone has to be firm and set rules and create structure for the kids, and not always wanting to be the one who does that. And then someone else said, the constant feeling that you're not doing enough. You also get the short end of the stick because you have to discipline and be the bad guy. Also, and it never gets talked about, is how, this is stupid. Yeah, your kid's personal bloodhound to find anything and everything in the house: chargers, water bottles, shoes, toys.
Oh, that's for moms too, though.
It's really hard keeping up with everything. And I have 2 kids, which might as well be 100. You know what's interesting about these answers is that if you ask the wives,
that's a daily thing.
I would bet that they feel like they're doing that. So it's like, where is our disconnect? Or sorry, I want to hear your guys' answers too. But like, where is the disconnect where we both seem to feel like we are filling this role? And
I think maybe the communication, like, you just have to accept, look, we're both doing this. You're doing some things, I'm doing some days you're doing the same things I do every day.
Yeah.
I think everybody just wants to be acknowledged, and no one acknowledges the other.
Maybe that's what it is.
I think we acknowledge when they don't do something, rather than saying, or also, guys, recognize that when you hear your wife bitching at something, all I do is what, realize you do it too, and say, yeah, that sucks. It's a shitty part. I do it too. Like, just kind of give each other, like, yeah, this part, we both do it.
But the I do it too actually pisses me off because, and this is not a podcast to shit on men. We're actually trying to, like, dig into your minds a little bit and be celebratory of you. But sometimes,
but in the meantime,
it's also like, let's be for real. I hate the I do it too, because it's like, all right, but
at a different level.
A, it's not at the same level, but B, it's like it kind of dismisses what the other person is feeling in that moment. Like, I think you're absolutely right that we do need to just be more acknowledging of when someone does do something, rather than just when they're not. But don't say I do it too, because I think that would be a trigger for me.
Or I do it as much or as often.
That would trigger me also. Yeah. Because I'd be like, no, you absolutely don't. And then we're in a pissing contest.
Yeah.
So what if it was just like, yeah, I get it. I know that's hard. Just leave it at then it's not a competition. It's like, I get it. It is hard.
Yeah.
And that's really most of the time all we really want.
Yeah. Like, just throw a ball. Well, wow, you do this all day, or I can't imagine. If I'm tired of it now, you're with the kids more, you must go crazy. I don't know. Something like that. Just like, you get me. So don't get mad when you get home in a pissy ass mood because I've had to search for 27 things. I don't know.
Also, like, I don't know. Are men good at finding things around their house? I feel like they don't know where anything is.
I'm going to emphatically say no on that one.
I'm like, who's this?
It's even a joke now that my husband will say, I know you told me where it is, and I'm sure it's staring at me in the face, but I can't find it. I know you said where it is. I said, okay, check the drawer above and below, wherever I said, check the surrounding areas, and then I'll get up, and most of the time I'll find it and say, oh my God. And he goes, I suck, because now we laugh. Because I say, you guys, come on.
It's really, it's remarkable.
And chances are, if you put it back from where you took it, it would be there.
Well, see, my husband says that, so everything has like a spot, right? So it's like, if that's where he put it last, that's where he expects to find it. And if it's not there, here's the thing that bugs me. It never occurs to him to be like, well, let me just look. Like,
oh no, they don't look.
Let me just see where it might be. It's immediately ask. It's, like,
it's not there. So ask. They don't. That's why I said search above, below, and around.
Like, why can't you look? It's faster if you just tell me where it is. Could you just?
No, I know.
Could you just?
I know. But we're not going to turn this into a But that's a commonality, I think, between most. Yes. Where is it? And my husband's favorite thing. Love you, honey. My husband's favorite thing. Like, he unloads the dishwasher. That's his duty. His realm is the dishes and that stuff. I left that there because I don't know where it goes. I go, or when he would go to boil water to make pasta or something for the kids, just as far as the cooking skills go there. Which pot? Where are the pots? I go, do you live here? That's my answer to everything. Do you live here? We've been here how many years? Or he's great. He folds laundry. He does. I wash. He folds. He leaves mine there because I don't know where to put it. I go, it takes one time for me to just show you what it does. But it's okay. I don't mind. I mean, I know but it's now it's funny and we laugh about it. But it used to, whenever I was aggravated, I was like, ugh.
Of course. Well, that is a common thing. My mom, when I was pregnant with my first son and I lived in New York, my mom came to stay with me, which meant my dad was home alone, which happened never. And she was with me for a month. So he was like on his own for a month. And he would literally call and be like, how do you turn the oven on? How do you do this? Where's that? He had like the most basic questions. And it was like, wait, you've been living in that house with this woman for how many years now? And you don't know how to do anything? I don't want to say anything, but a lot of things.
Yeah.
Anyway, what did your guys say?
Well, okay. So, new baby daddy.
Okay.
He said, being pulled by working long hours to provide for your family and spending time with them and feeling guilty when you are home but too tired to engage with anyone at home.
That's rough.
Yeah.
I feel that too.
I think, and I think that that's their side too, is like, we're out working, whatever. It's not that you're not doing work either or working somewhere, whatever. But I think they feel, or what I'm getting is that it's expected. And they don't feel appreciated, and they feel guilty. They're home tired, and they want to be there, but they're freaking tired. So,
I mean, in a dual working household, this is everybody feels this way.
Yes. I do have the other response, but I have it on audio. I didn't get to write those notes.
All right,
but
we have an audio, folks.
We do have an audio. I just have to see. I didn't remember. I didn't quite cue it up. That's where it was, but I know
everything seems to be related to your wife handling birth.
Oh, you see, that was the first.
Right? Down and really gives you kind of a roadmap.
All right, here we go. Maybe this one, question 2.
And I was never talked about that with
No, we're still going.
Okay.
We're still
people don't talk about enough.
Here we go.
That's a really, really loaded question.
Okay.
Initially, the hardest part of fatherhood is establishing that connection with your child. The mother, for obvious reasons, has innate connections with the child that a father doesn't have. But society imposes upon the father all of these supposed connections that I think if fathers were more honest, they would say, I don't feel it. I just see this child in front of me. I feel like I love this child, but I really don't know what part of me is connected to this child. And it's very, very difficult, and not many people talk about the fact that as a father, establishing that connection with your child initially is difficult and awkward. After the initial part of it, the hardest part for a father, I think, is communication. Men, generally speaking, and this is just a big generality, it's not true of every man, but men are not usually communicating with words to younger people on a regular basis.
Or anyone.
We're not trained by that. We're not built that way hormonally. I don't think we have that gene. So communicating with your child that doesn't sound authoritarian or doesn't sound like, some 90-year-old man in a rocking chair espousing, age-old wisdom, but truly communicating with your child, for me specifically, has always been the hardest. Maybe it's harder for me because I have two girls, but something tells me that I would probably have that same difficulty in communicating about important things. I don't mean about the day-to-day run-of-the-mill stuff, but I mean the things that really matter in life. I think it's difficult, at least for me, to discuss those things with my daughters.
So that was long. That's why I couldn't just give you a brief. So I mean, maybe that sitting down, because a lot of times, especially with our girls, I'm the one that sits. We'll talk about it, but then I go and talk.
Right.
With either of them, or he'll say, "I want to tell him this and that." We'll go. He goes, "I will," and then he does it. And I just think that approaching that, and mind you, we have a really close, very open, but I think he struggles with anything that has emotion, or that's important. I think he struggles with sitting down and having like a solid.
And I can see, especially if you have daughters and you're a man.
Did your dad do that with you ever? Right. You see, and he's older generation too. Well.
No, I don't recall ever having conversations like that with my dad. Honestly, I don't even know how many of them I have with my mom either. I feel like...
Really?
I mean, maybe about some stuff, but not really. I don't know. We weren't like a family that talked about issues really deeply. But now, and I never really asked my parents a lot of questions because I just no, I'd rather learn from my friends.
Yeah. Well, like most people. I mean, that's your core.
So I wasn't going to them for Mom, what is, what are the birds and the bees?
Yeah.
Never. No one ever had that talk with me.
How do you give an appropriate?
Yeah, no. No, nothing like that. I am in my family and my unit at home. I'm also the hard conversation person. And do you have any questions?
Yeah, you're going to have to be. And I think as women, we're just used to conversing about things a lot more from an early age, even with each other, and we ask each other.
Yeah,
we're just a little more. We're into guys. Emotion is,
it's harder to access.
It's reserved for your spouse or your partner, and then. But
tricky. I want to touch on the other part that he talked about, which was you don't feel that immediate connection because and it makes total sense, right?
Yes.
It's the whole time the baby's been this totally separate thing.
I always say the men are sidecar, like in those motorcycles with the sidecar. They're there experiencing everything that the drivers, but the driver's driving. They feel the engine under their,
Yeah.
So they're alongside watching it all and they're happy, but they don't have that thing.
So true. I could totally understand that. Although I will say, we talked about in previous episodes, go back and check them out. Even for women, sometimes it's hard 100%. To form that bond right away.
It took me, it wasn't that I didn't love my child. That's a whole nother episode, but I struggled with, the change of my day, the change of, I had been independent for so long. And I think for guys, they're doing what they think they're supposed to, whatever. Now the baby's here and all the attention is on this thing. And then that's why I think that refers back to the first question. They go back to missing okay, but where's my wife? What happened to us?
I don't even know this kid. And here he is taking all the attention.
So all it is a sleeping. I always tell new dads, I'm just think of a puppy. Just honest to God. It's cute and all, but it's responsibility. It's feed, sleep, clean up poop, change, rinse, repeat all day long. You're okay, so at what point is this why did we have this baby? So it takes a little while and people feel guilty. Nobody wants to say it.
Yeah.
And, I remember there was one of the dads in our family, one of my niece's husbands, and I remember seeing them the first time after the baby was when I sent him a long text. I'm listen, there's an adjustment. You could just see the vacant look in his face and he was what the fuck is this?
I know.
And she was walking around like, because we're all there and the baby. And he was kind of like, wow, this freaking sucks.
Yeah.
It passes. I said, it passes and you will understand. You'll get it.
Right.
Both of you will. Because sometimes, again, like moms don't either. But there is that phase of, wow, man, this is mundane. And they cry and you don't know why they're crying. And they're stressed and you're tired. And did I shower today? All of that.
I want to say, I always showered. I never missed a shower. In fact, that was like free time.
I remember. Yeah, I know.
I did.
Before they knock on the door, but yeah.
Yeah, I was like, girl, I need to shower. But anyway, so we feel you, men.
Yeah.
I understand. That makes sense. I think
the responsibility, there's a lot. So,
all right. Another question we asked, what's the parenting hill you're willing to die on? So one person did not understand the question. One person did not answer the question. And the person said boundaries, that boundaries are good for children. Oh. And I love that answer because I think it's so true. And we are living in an age where maybe we're swinging back in this direction, but like there has been definitely a shift toward being so permissive with kids and just letting them like run the show.
Oh, and then I'm going to have to play you the audio on this answer. I was going to skip it, just give you the brief, but you're going to want to hear it.
I mean, I just think like we have gotten way too afield. I agree we shouldn't be letting kids like, be ignored or like we don't care about your feelings, but they can't run the show because they're terrorists and they're highly irrational actors.
We don't even develop, what is it, the frontal 25, like stupid decisions, and they're children.
They're children. So I love this answer of like, no, boundaries are actually a great thing for children to understand, and I am all about it. Dad.
I've seen, heard. We all know. We live life. We know people. We've seen things. We're around people. And this whole like, okay, I understand you have feelings. We're going to... No, that's great. That's great. Want to know what my feelings are right now? I'm feeling that you're going to be in timeout for 5 minutes because you're being a little shit in the middle. Yeah. No, you don't do that. You don't, I remember once at a gathering, someone showed up with their 2 younger boys. The girl was a baby, so she wasn't a menace, but the boys, and they were like chasing my dogs and throwing, and I'm like, no, not funny. You're in someone's home. No, and I secretly hoped that they like
the dog would bite them.
Well, just nip them. They don't like children anyway, so I'm like, I warn now, like they don't like kids, so there's a reason. But like you don't.
The other day I saw this where I was at it was like a bakery, and this little girl walks in. Actually, it was 2 little girls, and they had bouquets of flowers, and the girls are like running around, but the petals are like loose. So the petals are like falling all over the floor of this bakery. Do you think this mother took a second to be like, hey girls, we're in an establishment. This is somebody's business. You can't just throw your flowers. No, didn't care, paid, left. Like a couple minutes later, one of the employees comes out and she's like, what is this? Like now she has to go and clean it. That mom, like, I don't know what it's like at home, but like clearly boundaryless, like no need to like tell your kids, by the way, you can't behave that way in public, and certainly not in somebody else's house. Like what? No.
So we're going to pretend we have a guest, because some of this audio, we asked him to join, but work commitments did not.
Providing for his family.
Yeah. Well, so let's play. You're going to enjoy this. Let's see.
What's the parenting hill you're willing to die on?
Here we go.
It is my responsibility as a parent to make sure that my children are not obnoxious, selfish, and bad citizens.
Yes.
I cannot allow my child to interrupt or affect somebody else's life in a negative way because they show bad manners, bad behavior, or disrespectfulness. And as a parent, I think that lies 100% with me, especially for younger children. I think it's horrific to watch children misbehave and treat others inappropriately and have the parent just stand there and watch it happen and do nothing about it, or worse yet, laugh about it and think it's cute. It's not cute. It's obnoxious, The little kid needs to be put in a cage.
Damn.
He just said, I'm joking.
Sure.
That's definitely something that I cannot allow to happen with my children. And if it is, I'll be the first one to correct it.
So there we go.
I like that. I like that sound effect. Couldn't agree more.
Yeah. And I don't know if that's people want to say old school or whatever, and generations and things are changing.
Things are worth keeping.
I mean, who doesn't want a respectable, like, there's so many things shifting and changing, and everything is supposed to be allowed. Why?
Yeah, no, everything
Things have
is
worked
like
okay. Like, we don't need corporal punishment. You don't need to beat the shit out of your child, but you know what? A good yank of the ear or a good twist of the, a flick. That was my thing. I would flick my daughter.
God,
that's the worst.
So
I ever did.
annoying.
But I did it like twice. I can't complain. There was only
But
twice.
a flick is so annoying if somebody
or
did
I would
that
push
to
her in the back. Like, I'd put my finger in her back. Yeah, that you don't need to be cool and like physical. There's things.
Yeah,
One time,
I know.
one time she responded to me. I'll never forget. We were in Walmart and she had braces already, and we were then she
give her a tapabocas?
and I went. Pop. But I popped her. I still remember it because it was the only time. Other when she was 2, and I hit her on the hand, and I cried in my room because she was in the bathtub. We know that story. But
I mean, it hurts us more than it hurts you, kids.
in that moment, it was. She's lucky I stopped at that point, and she just looked at me. I go, "Do it again, do it again."
Try it, bitch.
And she never did. And she got it. But
lesson learned. Lesson learned. Listen, we're not advocating like beating your kids or anything, but I do think that some old school parenting
You're a parent.
Yeah, worked. And we're not friends. We're parent.
We can be, but there's still
we're friendly, but we're not friends. I'm still your parent always, so I totally agree. All right, guys, here's another question we asked, and I got pretty much the same answer across the board. What's something you judged other parents for before becoming a dad, and now you totally understand? And everybody said screen time. This one said, I always thought my kids would be better than that. They're not. And screens save lives. Also, when I was younger, I always heard people complain about how tired they are after having kids. And I was thinking that was pretty weak. Now I would say that tired is an understatement. And what was the other one here?
I mean, it's a big change, and no matter how much you hear and people tell you, specifically, even, I mean, this goes back to even the birthing process, and so many girls, I'm going to try to not do epidural. Sure you are. Okay. Once that first big contraction comes, and you're going to be wanting it in all your veins, and I mean, that's okay. You can wish.
The screen time one is so real. I remember before we had, no, actually, we did have, I think we already had kids, but he was so little that we hadn't arrived at giving screens yet. And we were in Barcelona, and we're at this restaurant, and there's like a family having dinner, and it's like a bunch of adults and like maybe like 3 or 4 kids, and the kids are all on the screens, and we are sitting there, and me in particular, I was like, look at that. Can you believe that? Like, why don't they have their kids?
Why even go out?
Yeah. Like, why aren't the kids talking? Like, when I went out to dinner with my parents, I just had to participate and blah, 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 blah. And like, ours is never going to be that way. And I hate myself.
Like, will you shut up? Here's
I hate myself. I hate that person who sat at that restaurant that said all those things. I hate her because like the way that I have shoved a screen in my kid's face in so many different instances, like it's just the judgment, guys. Like just no.
I think one of the things, one of the other things that maybe one here said, when friends use their kids as an excuse not to hang out, or they say they are too tired to go out.
What else are they for?
I know.
That's why you have them.
And Fernando said that there wasn't really anything he judged, but I think he said it was.
Oh, that's bullshit. Of course.
Well, no, but he can't remember. He says, I didn't have the reference point to judge them other than either misbehaved kids.
Yeah.
I remember he said that was just like, that's just bad all the way around.
Yeah.
But misjudging or how cute, like you end up how many pictures you have on your camera roll. Like, you think your pictures your baby is the cutest, best, whatever.
know.
And now I get it, of course, because I think mine are.
That is so true.
But before you have kids, you're like, yeah, okay, sure, I'd like to see a picture of your kid. Yeah, and then when you become a parent, you know how they feel because you were that person before you had kids. So
I know.
I get it, but still, no, here, you have to see this. And
But
I
this
do that
one's
with my
actually
dog,
really
too.
cute. Look at this one. He actually is the cutest baby.
And you're going, okay, yeah, he's eating peas. I get it. Okay. And even as a parent, I can look at other ones and say, it's adorable. And there's you get it. But it's not yours.
But you don't care. I mean,
but that's something like, yeah, your camera roll is going to be just as full when you have yours.
True. Every dumb thing.
And you feel guilty. Like when my daughter was little, it was still physical pictures we had to print. I still have a box of like thumbs in the because you had to send them out.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't like digital yet. So you get the pictures back, and there's the bad ones with the thumb and the picture.
Yes.
I can't throw them away because she's in them. And I'm like, I can't just throw it out. I know. What do dads actually want for Father's Day but never ask for? So what do dads want?
What do your dads want?
My dads want a day off from work and responsibilities.
Oh, okay.
Okay, just that.
Okay.
Go live on Mars.
It's a Sunday, so there's no work that day for most people.
And then dad in number 2 said there's nothing that he wouldn't ask for. He said that he just wants to do what he wants. Like he wants to do whatever, not share it with other dads. Like I guess I rubbed off on him about not sharing it with all the moms because I love my brother and I love my brother-in-laws and I love my nieces, my nephews, but I want to do what I want to do. They all have their dads. If I want to lay on the couch all day and watch TV, I want to do it. And I want to. He says usually what he actually wants to sit on the couch and pick movies. Whatever he picks, we sit with him. He goes, and I want to just be able to fall asleep and snore and nobody wake me up. If that's what I want to, and that's usually what he wants. Arroz con pollo. Every year it's the same. He goes, I just want my girls here and I would just want to watch movies all day.
Okay, that's like a nice day.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my dads wanted, one person said, for it to be treated with 1/10 the reverence of Mother's Day.
Ooh, that's not gonna happen.
No.
We're working on it, but no.
But be a mom then. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, and I know he said he's not into gifts or whatever, so I don't know if there's dads out there that he usually will tell me now. He'll say, I want this, or he can be specific. Because I said, if you don't tell me, you're going to get a bunch of the same shit. So what do you want?
Yeah.
So.
Well, my other dad said what I think they all really want. And he said, not sure what other dads ask for, but on a holiday such as this, I always request the same thing. 50-50 shot. It works. The other gentleman gave a similar answer. Cuddles, which is code for
sex all day.
Yeah, I don't know about sex all day, but definitely sexual activity.
All right.
And I guess it's Father's Day. You gotta give it up.
I mean, that's what made him a dad anyway to begin with.
Yes, so got a full circle moment, I guess.
You're so funny. The thing is now you got to get childcare.
Well,
unless they're napping, unless they're young enough to not know. I mean,
I assume it's like at night or nap time.
See, they want time with their woman.
Yeah, well,
it goes back to that.
But I want to know what's different about that from any other day. I mean, when are they not wanting
because they're
cuddles?
Celebrating? I know. Well, thank goodness. I mean, yeah.
I know.
If they don't, then you got to ask yourself, what's up?
I know. 50-50 shot he gets sent, huh? It's probably more like 90-10. But
we're going to have to talk to him.
Yeah.
See. So.
All right.
Well, that's kind of like, I guess, the same as the next one. What would you rather do on Father's Day?
Oh,
right.
Yeah, we asked them, would they rather spend Father's Day with their family or have 12 completely uninterrupted hours?
Alone. It says alone.
You got alone?
No, it says here 12 uninterrupted hours alone.
Yeah, sorry. Uninterrupted hours alone.
So
what did your guy say?
My guy said, as exhausting as it is, I'd rather spend time with my family, but I would like 8 hours of uninterrupted sleep.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. We all want that.
So everybody's got to leave the house, and then he's going to have to daytime sleep because, I mean, what are you going to do?
Yeah, I guess.
But I get that.
I do too. I want that. Let's see. What did my guy say? This one didn't answer that question. This one said one guy said he would rather be with his family. One guy said it really depends, time, place, and mood, but pretty sure 9 times out of 10 a day with my family. 12 hours is a lot. Maybe like an hour or two to go to the gym.
12 hours a lot. I wonder, how to be alone. Does anybody really do that anymore? Like,
I could be alone for 12 hours.
oh, I can too. I'm talking about men.
But would you?
I'm talking about men. My husband would be happy in front of the television.
think
He
they
could watch
could.
sports, but
No,
I don't know. There's some that really.
although none of them picked it. Nobody wants to be. None of them want to be alone for 12 hours. They're so needy. They're like your little Velcro pets.
Yeah, I thought like golf day, but my husband golfs. That's his outing. That even once a month, I think they have their group that they go.
Do you think so? I don't know if you feel this way, but like on Mother's Day, I would feel guilty if I did something entirely by myself on Mother's Day. Like if I was not with my kids at least or other mom
Yes.
or like whatever, I
Yes.
would feel guilty.
Yes.
I wonder if they would feel guilty if they got to just like go off and do something by themselves for a few hours.
I think if they were honest,
No, they wouldn't.
I mean, I think they would, but would it stop them? Like, I think if the pull was hard enough and you said, it's okay, go. But I don't know. I think as the kids are older and now we're not in the newborn phase, you know what I mean?
Right.
Where your kids interact, I think it would have to affect them that it hurts the kids. Like, it's Father's Day. Like,
I
why
know.
aren't you? You're not going to be here?
I know.
What kind of sperm
Dad.
donor?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jeez. So, yeah. I don't know. Ladies, ask your daddies,
Yeah.
your baby daddies. What
and
do
I will
they
say, if mine said he was gonna go out, I'd give it a side eye. I'd be like, really?
Well, maybe we can implement or suggest implementing what we do for Mother's Day is celebrate it the day before and say Dad's doing something that Dad wants to do on Sunday, which is he doesn't get a chance to do this much and he's going to go do this, so you do it on Saturday. And
I like that. I like that.
Give them
actually
the opportunity, man.
That solves all the problems.
50-50, like your friend wants. Here's your 50-50.
Here's your 50-50. All right. What's the grossest thing you've had to do as a dad? They all said the same thing. Just bodily fluid stuff.
Well,
let me see. Once you've been barfed on, peed on, pooped on, and had someone sneeze in your mouth, you stop keeping track. And then someone else said pooping all day, cleaning it, wiping it, finding it.
well, that's every day. Hello.
And yeah, now this is
Finding
one.
it?
Yeah, well,
Okay.
okay.
I don't know.
So this is one that my husband, I swear to God, he co-opted this memory from
stole it
me.
from
He
you.
stole it because this happened to me, and now he thinks it happened to him, but it definitely happened
he's
to
so
me.
at one with you.
yeah,
Yeah.
we're just like melded
Simpatico,
together,
that's
so
what it
close.
is.
That's what it is.
He was in the thick of it with you.
No, he was not. This happened to me, okay? And it was fucking gross. And here's what happened. Not that this is about moms, but here's what happened. So Oliver was still in diapers, and I was playing with him like on the floor, and I'm like, oh, he smells. Like, definitely this kid pooped. So I put my hand in I went like this to like lift up his pants. You know, you do like the hook, but the poop had gone up the butt. So
So it's in your nails.
so it got in my nail. Now, either I didn't notice or I thought I had cleaned it all out. I don't know, whatever. So I go, I change him, we come back. And then we're sitting there. It was like a group of us. So we're sitting there having a conversation. And I stick my finger
you did
in
not.
my mouth just to like go like this. And the most foul taste. Like my body immediately rejected because it was poop, and I died. This is the ghost of me telling the story. I died. It was so
I would have had to pour acid in my mouth. I don't know.
it was really bad.
That makes my eyes.
I could see that you're having a physical reaction. It was so bad, but now he's pretending that this happened to him, and it definitely didn't. So
No, well, his fingernails should not be that long if that happened.
because that's how I know it didn't happen to him.
Well,
So anyway,
so one guy here said, where my son was sick with a stomach bug and threw up all over us constantly. Yeah, vomit, the smell of
Vomit,
vomit.
yeah.
I didn't get that too much, but my husband had a story with Michelle when his firstborn, and he was home alone with her for whatever reason, and she was not a good sleeper. And so he was trying to entertain her, and he was watching sports, whatever, and he was bouncing her on his knee, and he's watching and watching. He's like, oh, I think she went to the bathroom, because he started to smell it. And when he looked, not only had she gone to the bathroom, he had been bouncing her. And it was now coming out of the diapers everywhere, and it had gone up her diaper. And
Yes.
the onesie, it's
Yes.
all in the back.
Yes.
It had gone on his legs. And at that point, when he went to, so he had to take her, to the bathroom,
Yeah.
turn on the water, and they had to get in fully clothed. And then
Jesus.
ew.
God.
Ew.
There's
And
so
then-
much poop in parenting,
And the
guys.
second one, the grossest thing that's happened or that he had, and I didn't enjoy doing it either, is with the ball, the sucker.
Oh,
That
that's
sucks the
not
mucus.
so bad. I actually find that like fun.
No, I did not find that. No.
That's like satisfying to get those moles out.
When it's and you have the string and you couldn't get.
I don't mind that at all. I could do that all day. I wipe mocos with my hands. I don't
Yeah,
even use,
no, that's
like
fine. And I'll wipe it. Whatever. No, it's the baba. I can't express to you what. No,
Claude can't handle
I
it.
can't. I
can't
can't.
handle it.
It's because it's snot. The snot of it
It's
is.
baby snot.
It is not when they're 3 and 4 and they have the no.
Well, I'm okay with that. I don't mind that. I mean, it's not like my favorite.
No,
But-
but it's up there with the nose for me.
No, not right.
No pun intended.
Well, I mean, look, guys, parenting is just disgusting. All right, our last question, because we're running up on time here. What's one thing that you think women most misunderstand about fatherhood? One of my dads said, how much of our instinct and impulses are determined by genetic coding? It's in our DNA to protect, teach, correct, be constantly vigilant for predators. And so much of what we do is basic alpha male instinct, like Mufasa and Simba.
Okay, that would be my other.
Yeah.
The verbal.
Similar response?
Yes, and no longer. Then there was more to it, but that responsibility.
Yeah.
And sometimes some people are not warriors,
Yeah.
and then you're thrown into this position now, but you have this where you have to be the warrior or the protector, and that often will freak some men, dads out. Like they just
They
don't
don't wanna
even,
be
they
Mufasa.
don't, right. No, they don't want to be they're not comfortable in that role. I could play you the audio if you'd like, but I mean, that was
That
his,
was the gist.
and then about how women misunderstand the guy's mentality on that.
Well, okay.
And then I have another answer.
Okay. Well, my last one. This guy says, I think women think that we as dads don't care as much, and maybe it's because women verbalize it all the time. She's thinking about this or that for the kids and worried about this or that for the kids, and because I don't verbalize it, she doesn't think I care as much.
I get that.
But the reality is it's all I think about, and maybe why I'm in a constant state of stress.
Yeah, and I've heard that from several people that say
Yeah.
women don't understand. That we, meaning the men, have this pressure and responsibility to provide, to give a lifestyle, to make sure the kids have what they need, to make sure that they're safe when they go, and they have all of this, and we don't see that. I don't see it. I know my husband does, but he doesn't verbalize. Although he does sometimes, he has a little bit of anxiety. So I know, and I try to bring him down and say,
Yeah.
okay, you can't be always talking about the dangers and
Right.
let's reel it in. But I've heard that from several dads, is of this weight of providing and being able to do all the things that's expected, quote unquote, of a
Right.
man, and the man of the house, and how your wife views you, and are you providing enough, and are you doing enough, and are you protecting enough, and are you taking care of enough things, and that weight is on them all the time.
And it probably doesn't help when your wife is like, you're not doing enough.
And then they're like, fuck this.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
can
they feel
see-
unappreciated.
I can see that.
There's the Christian said
It's
there's
supposed to be anonymous.
he didn't care,
For Christ's sake.
but he doesn't. Nobody. Do any of you know who Christian is? No. Okay. So there's this unspoken expectations that dads just figure it out, while all the support, attention, and grace goes towards mom. But what gets missed is that he's also completely lost, sleep deprived, and emotionally overwhelmed, while simultaneously feeling like he's not allowed to say that out loud because mom has it harder.
Well, she does. But I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. That's hard too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think they feel. I mean, again, and I could play the audio, but
Yeah.
there's that women just don't get. And maybe they don't, because dads maybe don't share it enough, and maybe if they share it and women poo-poo it and say, oh, whatever, ours is harder, you have to
Yeah.
listen sometimes to what they're saying, because for them to actually say it is a big deal.
It is.
It's not
That's true.
expressive species.
I think what I've learned from this is that parenting is just hard. It's just hard, and it's hard for everybody.
There's
and
no guidebook.
There's no guidebook. We're all making it up as we go, and
What works for one doesn't work
Yeah.
for all. That's one of the things I try. We've had a lot of babies born in the family in the last 2 years. Like just this year, April, May, and June, one baby each month. I mean, there've been 3 new babies since April in the family.
Dang.
Yeah. So it's a lot. And
People get busy in your family.
People getting busy. And so I try to think of all these things. I try not to become the the glass half empty person, because that's not who I am.
Yeah.
But I also know what it feels like. We all do, to have the expectations, or, okay, the baby's born, I'm supposed to rainbows and butterflies. It will be, but it might not be right away. And don't be afraid to say it.
It will be sometimes, and a lot of times it won't, and it's not a constant thing. There's always
and
like an ebb and flow.
and what works for this person, they give you advice. Take advice with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
And it might not work for you. Do what works best within your 4 walls, because you're the people that have to deal with it. So
100%.
The sleep cry like you did, I could have never. My emotions would have never. I would have been locked up.
A lot of the internet agrees with you. That was that one caused a tizzy.
Yeah,
you should check out our TikTok.
Yeah,
if you
I know, but it got a lot of, because there's a lot of people that agree and say, you know what, they're not gonna die. It's tough. It's an adjustment.
Yeah,
it's an adjustment, and just don't, dads. We do appreciate you. We
do. We talk a lot of shit here, and I will continue to talk shit and be awful.
I will be the counterbalance to that, because
she'll keep me. I'm honest.
Glad that my baby daddy was the player with dolls, and he's the one that gets down on the floor and builds the tents and gets inside with the Barbies. And I'm like, I'm gonna go wash some clothes, and I'm gonna go do some chores. And he loved it, and he participated in sports and all that stuff. So I'm grateful for a lot of the stuff.
Well, that is
really
sweet.
am.
And we should end it on a grateful note. And we'll say my favorite thing about my baby daddy is I think he's just a really good dad. I think he cares a lot. I think he cares really, really deeply. He's very
sentimental.
He's very sentimental. I think he thinks about the kids a lot. I think he's always trying to create like fun experiences and like, wouldn't this be great when they love this? And I mean, you can't even show him pictures of the kids when they're babies without him crying. Like he feels it so deeply. And he's just overall a really, really good dad. So thanks, babe. I love you. And the kids
she
love
does.
you.
She really does.
I really do. You wouldn't know it from this podcast, but I really do.
Well, you know what? Hopefully they pick up on that, and they learn that it's okay to be emotional. And it's good to share that I think dads with daughters, it's easier for them to show the emotion, because a dad with a little girl, being outwardly affectionate and soft, it doesn't make you look like a puss. You know what I mean? You're not going to do that with your son, because your son's going to be a son. And so,
I'll tell you what, my kids see my husband cry all the time.
Oh, good.
I mean,
I think that's healthy.
It is. I mean, he cries appropriately, not at like random things,
but like Publix commercials, 'cause everybody cries.
Like he cries at really beautiful things. Like he feels them.
Yeah, that's good.
All right, let's do one know yourself question just to kick us out of here.
Yeah.
But dads, thank you for your service.
Happy Father's Day,
Happy
guys.
Father's Day. And Claude, who do you go to for wise advice? Who's your person?
Well, normally it's actually my husband.
Hey.
Now, if it's about him or if it's about relationships, usually my best friends. Usually my best friends that I really like, because usually advice for those things, it's either a relationship thing or a kid thing, and then they have kids the same. I think usually my best friends, and then sometimes my sister. Will come back with some good sound advice. I don't really have...
Shout out, Claire.
Yeah, shout out. Hey, sister. There's not many... Yeah, just my best friends, I think.
Okay.
What about you?
I would say it kind of depends on the issue. If it's like a relationship-y type issue, probably a friend. I would definitely go to one of my best friends.
Yeah, and you know which friends are the ones that
you kind of know which one depending on the issue. But I would say when it's like bigger life questions, my mom.
Yeah.
I really value her input on things, and
she's pretty awesome.
Yeah, she just always makes me feel better.
Yeah.
Like whatever the problem is, like even if I don't necessarily agree or take the advice, like I just feel better about it after I talk to her.
I think and I hope that's how my daughter feels.
Well, if she keeps coming back,
she
probably.
does. She does. And I always hope that I help her whether she takes advice or not, whether
Yeah.
I hope that she continues to do that because something that I give back to her helps.
Yeah.
Puts her at ease, like you're saying. You just feel better.
You just feel better. And we feel better that we've spent time together podcasting. We feel better that you've been here with us. And we hope you enjoyed our deep dive into the male brain. Men, if you have additional thoughts, if you have feedback on what some of our other baby daddies shared, please feel free to
I would love
jump in.
Yeah, we need the male thought and opinion.
I mean, I don't always want the male opinion,
No, but not like this. What is the trend now for the boys? The dads are being, or the men are starting to be again. What is that? I know I see the trend. Where
are you talking
isn't there like some? There is like TikToks and all those that the guys are being now going back to being very manly.
Oh, like manosphere stuff.
That type of thing. Like we're not. I'm not asking for that.
Nobody wants that.
We just want to really know like what being a dad. What?
Yeah.
Anything from what we've talked about that
And
you
the
want to
more-
share.
The more we understand each other, the better it will all work.
Yeah, we can't understand you if you don't tell us what's
If you
going on.
don't speak. So speak, leave comments, follow us, share with us, and join us again next week.
Yes.
Happy Father's
Happy
Day.
Father's Day,
Bye,
guys. Go
everyone.
Colombia.
Woo. Cheers.
Cheers.